Philosophy, as the Stoics remind us, is not meant to remain on the pages of books. It is meant to be lived. The Stoics believed that wisdom is only real when it is practiced daily, in the quiet choices of morning, in the struggles of the day, and in the reflections of the evening. To them, philosophy was not an abstract pursuit but a way of training the mind and the spirit, a discipline for shaping life into harmony with nature, reason, and virtue. A philosopher was not someone who merely spoke of truth but someone who lived it in every breath. The Roman Stoics, especially figures like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, placed great emphasis on daily exercises. They knew that lofty ideas, no matter how noble, could easily be forgotten amid the noise of the world. Therefore, they recommended practices that could be repeated every day, practices that would gradually form the character and strengthen the mind. These daily exercises were not about ritual for its own sake but about keeping the soul awake and prepared, always ready for the challenges of life. One of the most important practices the Stoics encouraged was morning reflection. They believed that the way a day begins shapes the way it unfolds. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often began his writings by reminding himself of what he would face that day. He expected to meet people who were selfish, greedy, angry, or misguided, yet he prepared himself not to be surprised by this. Instead of being offended, he reminded himself that human beings act as they do out of ignorance, and that he too has his own faults. By remembering this in the morning, he could go through the day with patience, compassion, and strength. Morning reflection was also about setting intention. A Stoic would rise and ask, "What kind of person do I want to be today? What virtues will I embody in my actions? How will I remain calm in adversity, disciplined in temptation, and just in my dealings with others?" These questions were not about seeking perfection but about establishing a compass. With a clear sense of direction, one could meet the day with purpose instead of drifting through it mindlessly. But the power of Stoic practice was never meant to stay in the ancient world. These same habits can guide us today, in a time filled with distractions, noise, and endless demands on our attention. Just as Marcus prepared himself for the trials of Rome, we can prepare ourselves for the chaos of modern life. With reflection in the morning, review in the evening, and discipline throughout the day, we build resilience step by step. The Stoics teach us that strength is not found in avoiding difficulty but in meeting it with courage. By practicing their simple daily exercises, reflection, intention, gratitude, and acceptance, we shape ourselves into people who are steady, clear, and free. Even in a world that feels uncertain, we can carry within us a fortress that cannot be shaken. This is the gift of Stoicism, the ability to live with clarity in confusion, with calm in struggle, and with virtue in every choice. To rise each day as a student of wisdom, to walk through life as a servant of reason, and to rest each night with a soul at peace. In the end, philosophy becomes not words on a page but a way of being. Each day becomes an opportunity to live wisely, love fate, and walk the path of virtue. This is the Stoic life, simple, disciplined, free, and deeply alive.